Hi, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to go through everything that you should know when studying online at Seneca College. So first things first, I am a full-time student and I am studying at Seneca through online. Because of COVID, we don't know when the college will reopen. So basically everything that you really need to know is on Blackboard, so I will go through Blackboard first. When you log into Blackboard, you get to this page. My Seneca portal is just the old Seneca webpage. I would only use it for the GPA calculator, which is found underneath Employees tab, which I don't know why they put it there, but I'll show you it. It's pretty useful. I have used it a couple times. Student Home has various different categories. The announcements show general announcements. The admissions is where you can see your applications, to-do list, requirements, and requests, as well as alternate programs if your application was denied. The Academic Progress tab is where you can find out who your student advisor is and program coordinator are. You just go to Advisors tab. You can see their emails. You can either email them or you can directly book a meeting with them. Just remember to always use your Seneca email and state your Seneca number in the email to get a response from them. This tab also projects your graduation term or when you're expected to graduate, based on what courses you have finished and how many you have to go, which is pretty cool. It also shows you which courses you have left to take. And then Academic Records is where you can see your grades and where you can request a transcript if you need to show one to further education schools like grad school. This is also where you need to show your intent to enroll for the following semester. You just confirm or not, and if you confirm within a time frame, it gives you access to early enrollment, which basically solidifies that you'll get the courses you want for the next semester. If you don't confirm your intent on time, it's hard to get the courses you want because then you'll have to go through open enrollment, and most courses are taken already because people have already early enrolled, or the classes that you want are at 8 a.m., which nobody really wants a lecture at 8 a.m. And then you'll also be able to see your graduation status. This is good the last semester to see if you'll graduate or not. And then the financial account tab is where you pay your tuition. The manage classes tab is where you make your timetable with Visual Schedule Builder. And the profile tab is just your information. Tasks, I don't know. Financial aid, I don't really know. Communication center, it's where you get messages from admissions, registration, and student financials. Sometimes I check this. And then student resources is pretty useful. It has resources of questions that you may have or where to go, so that's pretty useful. And then let's go back to the home page. The Learning Online tab is just more resources that are pretty useful. I read through it already. And then go back. The profile here, it has my name. You can add a photo. Some students did, but the majority didn't. And then the activity stream here is just announcements from your profs. The courses is where everything is, everything important. You can see course announcements that your professor makes, course documents, which have your PowerPoints, course information with your course outline. And then as well, there's a collaborate tab, which is where you'll be doing all your lectures from. You can also see lecture recordings through there. You just have to press watch now, or you can download them. And then grades as well, tests, whatever, all of that. And then tools. Tools doesn't have much. I would just use it to look up course textbooks here through the bookstore. If you are bored during a lecture, you can always doodle like on the screen, like with a marker. Like a blackboard actually is supposed to like represent an actual blackboard, and nobody knows who like scribbles on the like PowerPoint slides that your professor is showing, so that's pretty cool. I remember in one of my classes, all the students did was like doodle on the screen whenever like we were bored. And then some professors don't use Collaborate, they actually prefer to use Zoom or Microsoft Team meetings. I had a professor who used Zoom and Microsoft Team meetings. He would always just tell us to let him know if you're gonna show up. So you always have to like accept the invitation at the like right hand of your email, just like so he would know like who's gonna show up. And then one thing you should know is when you're taking tests online, the course documents tab on Blackboard usually disappears because it's supposed to like disappear, like, you know, it's supposed to act like as if you're doing the test in person and you can't have access to course documents. And also Seneca emails you a weekly email of all the activities that are going to be happening during the week, so that's really good to know. And also what's good about presenting online is that you can have your notes like in the background of your computer, like on a Microsoft Word document, and you can have it like positioned in front of your computer camera, so it looks like you're looking at the camera but also like reading, so you don't actually have to memorize anything when you're presenting online, which is good. And that's pretty much a rundown of where everything is and how everything is ran online. So if you have any other questions, you can always ask me and I'll get back to you. So with that being said, I will see you guys in another video. All the best.